All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Trubisky on first down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards, the final tally. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to dive and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This pass complete to Reynolds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
14 yards. That's good for a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 2 times. 21.
Fournette, a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Bucs 34-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. Move. 3 down. Hey, check.
On second down, a run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Double tight, guys. Alert. 3
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Trubisky. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Trubisky. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 38, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's third down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 3, 49ers nothing.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
All day, every day, any day. Alert. Record. Go. Jim.
Again, it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack onto their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 down. White.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. Out.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty for the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight right. Hey.
Room to run past midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky, and on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 11. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
It's just me and you. Back. 12.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go. 20.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 180. Two.
Throwing out first is Garoppolo. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Breida. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, we are 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's checking Craig.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
13.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Agnew now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tighten up. You draw closer. Slam.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A draw play here, Lewis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Exit. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Alert. Under 10. 10.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Wait, 80! I got it. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Here we go. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Ringo. 21. Just like that.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 41 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion good for 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check. Fresno. Watch the ship.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky looking downfield for Godwin, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky hurts over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? They're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check nine.
Now it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. 21.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Even. 4 down.
6.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Josh Reynolds. 37 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go,
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Lewis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. He's got Lewis. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go.
46-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Flag.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
45.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
2.
Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
It's going to be a long.
12, fellas. Here we go.
It's going to be a long.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the